The barbell overpress went up. 6. Really, really slow. This is the last rep. Okay. 7. And then I stand up from the bench and I'm wobbling. I'm walking like this. Like those weird guys who are like drunk. I am opening the door to the changing room, the men's changing room, and I am fucking beat. I have this like blurry vision. It sounds very weird, but I had like this blurry vision where you're like, it was like a dream, or I was alive, but I was barely there. I was like not present in my own body. I was like fully out of it. Like I was fully out of it, man. Like I had nothing. I believe my stores were like completely, my glycan stores, my fat stores, I don't know what it was. I was a pretty small guy, so me being like that I must have depleted my fat or whatever. Now I got the funny idea from somewhere that, fasting is super healthy, and after 2 to 3 days, that's when you start the actual healing, and it's really hard, but you heal yourself a lot after a couple of days. And what do I need to heal from? Like, yeah, healing is good, I love it, yeah, it's good. More health, very amazing. I did this experiment like a fucking guinea pig, like I should, because then I see the result myself. It cannot be good. I was hungry for days. I was doing a 2 to 3 day fast. I mean, was it day 2 or day 3? Now, I felt really, really, really bad. Oh, but this is healing, guys. This is healing. Yeah, but I spent 2-3 days watching like fucking shows because I could do nothing. I was completely decked out, hungry all day. I couldn't do shit. I was thinking about food 24/7, so I was just like watching shows to try to distract myself. I was in fucking pain. And I remember going to the gym. I don't know what got me to go to the gym that day, but I was fucking dead, man. Like I was a fucking zombie. Like imagine this blurry vision. And then you see yourself in the window, you walk like a fucking alcoholic. Like I was fucking down bad that day. Like I was completely fucked, man. It was fucking fucked. Damn, and I remember this. I think it was like a year ago or something, like 1.5 years ago. I still remember because I've never felt anything like it. It's so hard to explain, but I literally walked like a fucking zombie. Like, imagine blurry vision, no energy like 0 energy. Don't try this yourself, but it was like I think it was 3 or 4, no, 2 to 3. I think it was around 3 whole days, so 72 hours or whatever without food. I was completely fucked then, like completely fucked. And even before I started, I wasn't even eating that great. Like, yeah, I was eating like meat and stuff, but I was eating low fat. I was eating like much worse than lower quality food. I wasn't eating the best food on earth and then a 3-day fast, no. So honestly, it was fucked, man. Holy. I remember like being fucking drunk. I'm not kidding, I couldn't walk. Like, I can understand those drunkards. Like, they're not there, bro. They're not in their own body. That's why some people say it's like an escape to be drunk, because they're not there. They're like not conscious, or they are conscious but they don't have like full control over their system. Like I was somewhat similar to that. I'm not kidding. That's the feeling I got when I fasted. But I'm doing recovery, maybe, just maybe. But I was utterly starving myself, no energy. That insane stress on my body, by the way. Imagine being in that state and then still doing a workout. Like I wasn't lacking discipline. What people glaze in like some communities, like I don't know, self-improvement communities. Like I tag my videos as that because I actually want to self-improve, not just delusionize yourself into thinking you're improving. That's not fucking improvement. It's pushing your own limits. Pushing past your limits in every fucking anime show. It's good to push past your fucking limits. You're getting stronger, you're whatever. But you know what that just means? That just means you're pushing past your fucking humanity, and you're throwing it out in the window and say, the harder it is, the harder it is. Yes, when a day is bad, then you can still do what you have to do. A day is bad, you don't get perfect sleep, then instead of just coping and I'm gonna do it tomorrow when I have better sleep, then do something that helps you get better sleep, because you're like, tomorrow I'll start because I got bad sleep today, so I'll watch shows all day, and then the next day you feel worse because you probably didn't even go to bed in time, and then you didn't do anything, and then you feel bad, and then you have a hard time sleeping because you're stressed or whatever. But if you start right away when you get the thought, like that's the golden rule. You're a creative mind. You get a thought, you start on it right away. Like when I get thoughts, I write it down. It sounds weird, but when I get a thought, I write it down right away. In fact, it was so effective that yesterday I even scripted. No, I didn't script. I didn't finish 2 courses, but I wrote 2 course ideas down, the names of the modules. So tomorrow, when it's Saturday, I can probably start scripting them. And my goal is to finish them. It's a very short course, but finish those 4 to 5 modules. I'm gonna keep improving it later in the future, but it's like a short course. It's my 4th course, but it's my first one in on this channel. I've done a lot of things before, but I haven't given up yet. I'm still here. My 4th product, and maybe my 4th product launch will be more successful than all the other ones. I don't know. Let's hope. Even if it doesn't happen right away, I can't give up on it now, because I believe the information there is... My energy is good, but the thing that's gonna carry me is the information, because it's absolutely incredibly strong information that I have there. But yeah, let's stop talking about that and keep talking about this inhumanity thingy, where you're like fucking... You're on a 2-3 days fast. You're going to the gym, you're literally, your intuition is screaming at you, you're hungry. And by the way, I thought it was just a weird thing, oh, you're just hungry, whatever, ignore it. Now, use that strategy in certain situations. I'm not telling you to eat fucking massive breakfast, because you might feel hungry in the morning. I'm not saying to eat a massive breakfast right before you're gonna do something big, no. In fact, if you think about it, you eat after you hunt. But then don't worry about the rest. Like, you have hunted, you have done good, you've done your video. Eat as much as you fucking want. Eat yourself full, eat a lunch, maybe not at night. I have a hard time sleeping when I eat at night. But maybe you need eat a massive lunch. Maybe eat a smaller one at 2-3 p.m. Just keep eating. You, like, feast, bro. Like, why aren't you living as you want? Like, personally, I want to eat like let's say a hot meal at 12. Even if it's raw, you can heat it and then maybe destroy some nutrients. But you know, you can put it out of the refrigerator, like at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and then at 12, it should be temperature should be even to like the room. Maybe it's slightly cold, but it's not as cold as putting it directly from the refrigerator in it. Or if you eat a slightly cooked meat, you can get fresh cooked meat then, and then it's warm and, kind of tasty, like, you can always do that, like, and then you feast, you eat a lot, you eat until satiation, you eat, because there's no stopping you eat until your body says you've had enough. You're just like a lion, you eat, you feast after the hunt. That's what you should do. Your hunt is the thing that's important to you. For me, it's these videos. I hunt after recording course. I hunt after doing YouTube videos. I hunt after doing my work. That's how I love doing things. And then I have a massive meal, and then I rest and chill around. Maybe I read something for an hour or 2. Maybe I watch something. That can happen. But I just take it slow. Like, maybe I just take a nap, or maybe I just read for an hour, maybe I just sit around for like 20 minutes, think about video ideas maybe. If I get too tired, I just take a nap, I just relax. Like, I didn't have to worry about it so much. You should sit around, maybe talk to someone, but you should do the chill work. Maybe you watch a video, maybe you talk to someone. Like when it's lunch, like after eating, you feel tired, you chill for an hour or two, and then if you get ideas, you can always, implement them. You can always write them down, and then you can always work more. Like, there's no reason you can't do a hunt again. Like, just no, you should follow the natural cycle. It makes sense, right? You hunt, that's when you do your work or whatever, and then you eat, and then you take a rest for 1 to 2 hours, just like the lion, and then you can take more rest if you want to. The lion doesn't move much after eating this big meal, but then you can have another hunt if you feel up for it. Just intuitive, like you know your energy is not as bad anymore, then go and do a small hunt or something. Go and talk to someone, do something like it's freedom. It's like you're an intuitive creature, just like the lion. He can go up and move if he wants to after a while, or he can just sit there and rest for longer. Right? You should be an intuitive creature, because when you are, I'm telling you, the moment I was like following this, my intuition, I'm not kidding, I felt absolutely insane. Like, oh, but your energy now is not that high. Yeah, because I wake up at 5 a.m. and I feel sleep deprived because I just don't feel good when I go out of bed. I have had many days where I feel absolutely amazing every single day. I'm not kidding. I haven't missed a day where I felt amazing when I was on this protocol fully. The reason I'm not is because I'm like 9-to-5 job, whatever. So yeah, if you have a 9-to-5 job, then it's probably hard to get a perfect sleeping routine. But all of these things still helps, and I am just 2 weeks in, so maybe I'll find a way to feel amazing even on a 9-to-5. And then I can share you that. But yeah, I have one of the harder jobs because I have a physical job. It's not like I'm working in a packaging department. What is it called? In Sweden it's called lag. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's when you pack things, maybe some chocolates, maybe some weird orders that you have to fulfill, package them and put them in the truck, and then it's hard labor. You usually do it during winter especially. But yeah, I'll probably find a way. But the thing, we're so dehumanized. Like we're like tired. We're like eating, and then you're like, oh yeah, let's go to the gym after eating. It makes no sense. You're like, let's carb up for the gym, and then you feel amazing and so on. But then halfway through the gym session, have you noticed this? You feel like tired. You need to take rest breaks, but you're like, let's push anyways. Like when you go against your intuition in any way, you're like, let's push anyways, even though I'm super tired and really want to sleep. Imagine you're at work and after lunch you're like super tired, and then you can't sit down because you just get more and more tired. You do know that we are sedentary creatures. We shouldn't sit down for, honestly, maybe not more than shares, but we should sit or lie down for the majority of the day. That sounds weird. Let me say it again. For the majority of the day you should sit or lie down. Standing, people keep glacing standing. I'm like, yes, standing, we do stand. We do movements, very good. But you like stand every half an hour, like, let's say by the campfire. Maybe you stand up every an hour or half an hour, but honestly, standing up just signals that you want to end your conversation. Let's say you're in a campfire and have a massive story, you keep talking. Like that you're standing, yeah, it could signal the end of the story, but you do that like half an hour, you say like, sorry, I'm just gonna stretch a little bit or whatever, I'm just gonna go up, take a walk for a minute or so just to refresh my brain, or whatever excuse you have, right? Yeah, it might just sound crazy, but we are sedentary creatures, like really. We move when necessity, when it necessitates, or when the necessity is there. That's correct. Or when we have to, move to other parts where there are more animals. Move because we haven't moved in hours. Maybe we just want to get some movement in for whatever reason. You know, like stretching yourself. I'm not talking about exercise. I'm talking about like standing up on your feet. Maybe moving. Maybe doing a weird stretch you usually do when you go up from the chair or whatever. When you sit down in a weird position. You lie down. Maybe you just want to stand up for whatever reason. Maybe you want to get better air, maybe you want to take a walk or whatever, close to the shelter, whatever reason. But mostly we sit by the campfire where it's safe at night. You don't go wander around alone. That's like you wanting to die. Like, as in a social sense, you're dying when you go alone. So maybe you go with someone else and have a walk or whatever. Make up spots. But anyways, my point is, we're sedentary creatures really, so we're not supposed to move all day. And if you move against your intuition, you're like, let's take a run now. I'm super tired, but let's take a run. Let's take a walk. Let's go up from the chair even though I'm super tired and exerted myself way more than I should. Like an hour or two of exertion is more than enough. In fact, on average it's like 3 to 4 hours to hunt, and then the hunt lasts you like a week. If you find a game, if you've spent 3-4 hours hunting the boar or whatever, that should last you a week. 3-4 hours hunting the big ruminant should last you 3 to 4 days. Maybe a deer or two should last you a week or two, right? Maybe you need 2 deers if it's a big group, but if you're like alone with 3-4 guys, you can probably eat a big animal in a week or two. Maybe it lasts longer, then you can feed the dogs, then you can, you know what I mean, like, it's not that exerting. And even hunting, bro, like, it's not like I was there, but I if you think about the humans in the speed, like, they're running, we're like as slow as turtles, bro. We're super slow. You don't believe me, but we're super fucking slow. We're like the slowest fucking mammal there is. Like, we're so slow. So outrunning anyone we can't do. So the sprinting thing you keep talking about is for emergencies. But we don't do it every day in hunting. That's what people don't get. They're like, let's run, let's be super fast. I'm gonna be like, we're the slowest animal on earth. If we had to outrun anyone, we would die because we're so slow. So that doesn't make any sense. Now, dogs can run faster, dogs can smell and look for animals, whatever, and then we hunt them. We stand in the bushes maybe, we have long spears we can reach, and then we surprise them. Maybe there's an accident there and there if the animal gets too close and we get unlucky and we're newbies, we're bad at hunting, or our intuition is not that of hunting, which it honestly, intuitively we're hunters. Maybe it's hesitation, maybe it's something. You probably heard a lot of action movies like this. Hesitation, maybe be the death of you. This, you're off in another space. You're thinking about something else. You're not focused. That can also mean you're deaf. And sometimes it's just pure unlucky. Where the animal get too close and they rush towards you and no one can cover you for, maybe it's 400 or 500 pounds they're charging at you. And you know, accidents happens always. You know, you're so unintuitive though, that's the fucking problem. Like, you're literally, like, as I said before, you're going to the gym anyways. You say, oh, rely on discipline. Like, if you have to rely on discipline, that just means you're doing something you don't intrinsically want to do, and anything you don't want to do. Like, honestly, I'm gonna say it. They say discipline is important to self-improvement. I'm not sure if I fully disagree. Like, when you're in a very bad space, forcing yourself to do something might have been the right approach, because then it's the only way to do anything else. Like, you're in a full rabbit hole. You do the same thing every single day, and it's a thing that makes you more depressed and worse. Watching porn every day, you're watching anime all day, doing nothing. So maybe just adding a thing or two, or removing one addiction to another one that is less bad. Like, let's say you remove shit diet to best diet, and then you remove bad creative to good creative. Maybe you start making videos instead of, like, I don't know, like scrolling and creating weird blogs on Instagram or whatever. You start doing actual education instead. Maybe you go from entertainment to education content, whatever. Maybe you make small changes. But anything that's really unintuitive, like, really, you're not getting enough sleep, but you want to do it anyways, sure you can. I've not perfect sleep, I have to, right? I have to do it anyways, even though I would really fucking, if I had freedom, I would sleep more. Right? I would go to bed earlier next day, I will do all that, if I could. But my bike got destroyed, I got fucking again, if you saw yesterday's video. And so that option was out of the window, so I'm a slightly bit tired today. Yeah, 5 a.m. is not my natural rhythm. I would really prefer to wake up at 7. Like, if I wake up at 7, I'm like the biggest unit ever. Like, at 7 a.m., that's when I wake up 7 or 6. 6:30, 7 a.m. When I wake up around that time, That's perfect. That's my best schedule. I've researched a lot, and if I can wake up 7 a.m., that's the best. So if I'm ever getting a new job or whatever, I'm gonna do part-time, or that I can wake up at 7 and end at 6 instead of 5 to 4. I'd rather have 7 to 6. And then my bedtime will be 21, so 9 p.m. So it will be the same amount of hours. I would just have a better cycle. Like the same amount of hours, but I would just be more, like higher quality sleep. With the same amount of hours, the time would be valued a lot more. Because at 7 or 8 p.m., even if I fall asleep, I don't feel rested because those hours are like light sleep windows. Even if I optimize my sleep circadian rhythm sleep schedule, I'll still have that issue. So honestly, I'll feel so much better if I woke up at 6:30 or 7 instead of like 5. Same with like running and sprinting. Like there's obvious, like it enlarges your heart. It's obvious. Like you feel it when you run. You feel the weird feeling in your body. It's obvious that it enlarges your heart. It ages you. This cardiovascular training. You should never have to train your heart like that. Imagine having to train your body. Your body is perfection. Like, by the way, imperfection comes from malnutrition and abusing your body. Like malnutrition is the biggest part. Like, I'm not kidding. It is the biggest part. That's the difference between peasant and nobles. Nobles look much more attractive, like models. And then do the peasants look like, they look okay, but in the modern world, like the peasants that eat fucking the worst chemicals ever. Not just peasant food like bread and slaves. They eat bread with additive toxins. So it's even worse than medieval peasants. Like, it's the worst peasants ever. They eat the worst food ever. If you compare a meat diet to theirs, their standard American, their Indian vegan diet is like 1 out of 10, while carnivore is like 9, 10. And then raw carnivore, maybe some raw fruit, raw honey. It's not ideal. I do really bad on those, but I experimented. I do really well on like raw meat or slightly cooked meat. I do a lot better, like 100 times better. I feel like a different person compared to a normal carb diet or a pasta rice added in. Massive difference. I feel like I have like 50-60% more brain capacity. It's like I have a new brain. It feels like my autistic brain is becoming less like an autistic brain and more like a brain that operates on a pretty high level, I would say. I would even go as far as to say that. Right? This is unintuitive bullshit. You see the vegetables, you're like, it's unappealing, it's green, it doesn't smell good, it doesn't have any appetite, it's red. Red color means food and means tasty. When it's red and maybe yellow, it looks really tasty, like the fat, the color of fat, the blood, and raw meat. You know, maybe they leak blood, maybe they cook meat and it leaks like bloody or whatever. Oh my god, that brings on taste. That's why people put a fuck ton of tomatoes, because it's sweet, and also because it has that red color where it brings up the appetite. For me, when I see ketchup, it's disgusting. It's not even the same texture as blood, it's just disgusting, bro. I'd rather have any other blood or any raw meat rather than fucking disgusting ketchup. Disgusting tomatoes. Fucking disgusting nightshades. So toxic. It's just so inhumane, bro. Like, you also realize that your momentum does exist, right? It's like a good or bad thing, but the thing is, you use momentum to delude yourself, right? So you delude yourself more and more and more. When you've done it your whole life, then it feels wrong to not be in school or study. It feels wrong to get a bad score on the test. It feels wrong to not work. It feels wrong to not have any money. It feels wrong, you know what I mean? It feels wrong because you have been conditioned that this is important since an early day. When in reality, intuitively, you know that, oh, I have a shelter, I have food, what the fuck do I need more? Not really, I need maybe a girlfriend or whatever. But you don't need anything else, like, you don't need that material thing, you see? Like, you want it for whatever reason, but honestly, the moment you get like sleep deprived, you realize, fuck, I want sleep, I feel super bad when I can't sleep as much as I want. You eat shit food. Let's say you eat a really good diet. Let's say you eat raw meat, or maybe even just a normal cooked carnivore diet. And then you go back to random shit American diet. You feel so bad, your skin's breaking up, and you're like, fuck, man. I just need to sleep as much as I want. I just need to eat what I want. And I just don't want to be 9 hours slave away half my fucking life in a corporate job that doesn't do anything, that is not even fun. Imagine me having freedom, the best food I could get, like the full hun meat, best meat or whatever, and as much sleep as I want. Then you realize that that's what's actually important. Like, even I could understand it. I've heard a lot of weird things in different communities, but bro, I can attest to this. When you don't have good sleep, when you're fully sleep deprived, like full on, and let's say you perfected your sleep lately, or it's not perfected, but it's like good. You don't wake up feeling absolute ass all day. Like, you feel pretty okay. And then your energy starts going up when the sun goes up, and then you go out and you feel somewhat refreshed or whatever. Imagine if you sleep deprived, you sleep like 3-4 hours a night. You don't sleep at all, you feel the fucking difference right away. You eat your shit diet, you feel the difference right away. You shit on your diet, you have a bad gut, you feel bad, you don't want to do anything. You don't go outside all day, you're inside, even from morning. Like, I'm telling you, those days I haven't even went outside in the morning, I feel super bad. Just that alone makes me feel super bad the rest of the day. I don't know why. But I think it has something to do with circadian rhythm, where you feel like somewhat bad all day if you don't even leave the house. You eat shit food, you don't leave the house, you don't even sleep good. Your life is ass. You're so unintuitive. You see the sun, you see the light, you're like... If you weren't fucking putting in audiobooks or music right away when you wake up, or you have your phone, if your phone didn't exist, then you'll be fucking inclined when you see from your window there's light coming out. And then when it's winter, you don't feel like walking outside because it's dark, right? But then it's summer, you see the light in the morning, it's chilly, it's like so appealing, bro. It's like cold, but the sun is up, and it's like nice in the morning and the evenings, you know? You wanna go out. Right? Intuitively, you wanna go out. And then when you're hungry, you wanna eat. And then you eat good meat. Maybe you sear the steak, or you eat it raw. You feel amazing, it's pretty tasty. You move on, and then you're like, oh, nice. And then maybe you get some video ideas, or maybe you feel tired after eating, right? Like the lion, then you take a rest. And then when you wake up, you feel bored because you have nothing to do. And then you're like, oh yeah, let's make a fucking video. Let's talk about this shit, how good you fucking feel when you eat this meat, when you follow your intuition, when you do this and sleep at this time, when you experiment, being somewhat of a guinea pig. You feel amazing, right? It's so crazy. And on the other side, like I wake up 3 a.m. Do this step morning routine every single day. I'm super tired, but you could do it anyways, because every day is not just gonna be perfect or whatever. But yeah, then you use an I hate that train. I honestly, I kind of hate that it's that black and white, because that means if you don't get your perfect routine, you will feel bad. And when you feel bad, you don't worry that you don't feel perfect, because you will do it anyways. And then you end up going to bed at like 10 p.m. and waking up 3 a.m. anyway. So then you get like 5 hours of sleep consistently, because you're like, oh, but if I don't get 9 hours of sleep, it's fine. I see those people, right? But then they say like, oh yeah, 9 hours of sleep or 8 hours of sleep is perfect, yeah. But if you don't get it, you shouldn't stress too much. But then those people never get 8 hours of sleep. It's either you try to optimize your sleep, it doesn't work, or you get too bad. Instead of, oh, who is right? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? The problem here is, you probably heard this a lot. People say, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And I say, I can't tell you, because you're different. You need to experiment yourself. It's not an answer you like. It's not the sexy answer. But let me tell you, there is actually a really good answer to this question. Now, can you guess what that is? Intuitively, this is like the best answer I can ever give you. No other influencer or any other YouTuber gives you a a fucking answer to this. What should I fucking do? They say like, do this, do this, do this. But literally, the simplest fucking answer that sounds sexy as well, by the way. That is, do what you're intuitively, not do what you're naturally supposed to do while being intuitive. So basically, you wake up, you're tired, then what the fuck is your intuition telling you? You slept too bad the other day, or you have to sleep now. Probably you slept too bad the other day, because maybe you experiment and you find out that I sleep very bad the next night if I go to bed now. So, go to bed when you feel tired. Maybe not in the morning, because that's when you just have slept. That means something is wrong. Intuitively you're hungry, then eat now. Or maybe you save eating after your hunt. You do the natural thing where you eat after the hunt, and then you calm down and rest and relax, because of the lion also does that. You're an intuitive creature. Stop this big brain thinking. You're an intuitive creature. Follow your intuition. Eat the meat when you're hungry. Sleep when you're sleepy. And then if you can't sleep, you're probably not as sleepy as you think. And then you do something that you want to do, right? Maybe read a book you wanted to read. Maybe go outside because you feel like your dopamine brain is fucked because you did something that you thought you wanted, but then after you've done it, you feel bad. If something is good, you feel good now and in the future. It's not just delayed gratification. You feel bad now and then better in the future. No. If something is natural and it's good, you feel good now and... So you get instant and delayed gratification. Both gratification at the same time, meaning you love it now. You love eating now, and then you feel good afterwards because you ate good food. You want to sleep now, instant gratification. And then delayed gratification, you feel good when you wake up. Look, there are things that gives you both. You hear these communities that like instant versus delayed gratification. What about both at the same time? Are your ambition that low? You don't want both? Both. I love recording a video. Delayed, it gets success and maybe money. I love recording it and I get good results from it. That is the high ambition. It's the same with food. It's the same with sleeping. For me, it is at least. The content side is the same as those. Sunlight, you feel good, and then you feel good. Your sleep feels better, and so on. Do you notice the trend here? That the unintuitive is always worse. Always, always worse. And if there are contradictions online everywhere, then just follow this mindset, because you cannot be wrong when you're naturally aligned, like you align to nature with the concept and your intuition, you follow it. Like you cannot be wrong, and even if you are, you're a guinea pig, right, to experiments. So basically you have everything. You're like guiding light. You're like guide. You're like actual guide that is real, that is natural, is your own self, bro. So please, use this weapon, use this equipment, use this weapon in your arsenal. Why would you not use it? You're like dehumanizing yourself every single day. You're doing, even I don't feel it. You do know that you weaken your most powerful weapon. You're literally saying, fuck you, my strongest human asset that ever exists. You're throwing it away without remorse. And then you keep telling you, why do I hate myself? Because you treat yourself like you hate yourself. Of course you hate yourself when you throw away the most powerful weapon that you possess. Your human intuition, your natural human instinct, your humanity you're throwing away. And you're wondering why you feel like shit. Because you're throwing away your humanity, even though you're human. You cannot escape that fact. That's why. Hope this helped you. Use this when you're lost.